everybody, and welcome to the Spring Mix Cup 2021 in association with VR Play Park and with VR Nerds, our sponsors for this day. We are here at the VR Play Park. I am Ryan Prazer, and I'm here joined with an experienced player of the game we're playing today, Tower Tag VR. What can you tell us about that, and who are you, lovely friend?
Hey Ryan, my lovely new friend. My name is Root. I am playing Tower Tech, I think, since the beta came out on Steam last year. I am currently based in Montreal, and I do play Tower Tech a lot. I'm also in a team with JT and HHH, which are probably playing somewhere behind you. And yeah, can't wait to get into the map again. Honestly, I'm just like in front of the camera way too much and in the game way too little.
Yeah, I mean, that's the side of it that we get on this side when we're casting. But I've played a little bit of the game just so people know at home. I've had a tiny bit of experience. I've played it for a few hours. I know what it is, but Root is our expert. I'm going to be going to her with all of our expert opinions. So, for those of you that don't know, we are playing a game called Tower Tag VR. Now, what can you tell the people at home who don't know what it is quickly, what it is about?
Well, Tower Tech is described as a hyperactive multiplayer shooter game. And actually, it is really that you're coming together with your friends and building a team, play against an opponent team, and just like shout around on the map on where to go, where to shoot, where the opponents are, and try to win the matches. That's the baseline, I think.
So it's a team-based game. There's a little bit of strategy involved. There's loads of different towers to collect and control that will influence your team's power going on. We're about ready to get into our first heat in around 2 minutes, I believe, and that is going to be two teams facing off against each other. That being Rush Mid from Slovenia, the favorite so far. They are the strongest team against WoW, a young team with the least experience. What can you say about these two teams? Have you seen them face off before?
I actually have seen both of them play. They're very different teams with very different experience levels. They are playing today on the map Rick, which is a pretty challenging map. So I think especially for the newer team, it's not going to be an easy match for sure. Also because the game mode is elimination. So in elimination, as soon as one player dies, he can't be respawned. So this player has to wait until the end of the match, until the end of the round. And if you're less players in your team, various like 3 players in the other team, and your team only has like 2 players, so then it's a really, really bad situation. And that happens fairly often with new teams because a lot of attention is on healing. So if you can heal very well, if the dynamic in your team is very good and the communication is good, you're gonna have a good chance of being good in this specific game mode, elimination.
Yep, exactly. So this one is very much going to come down to who communicates the best, who covers their positions the most, and who has the greatest eye for supporting their teammates, I guess.
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
about
I would say
ready, I
so.
believe, are we, to go in? Is it this one?
Um, so I don't think it's any of those. So who we are watching as a first match is Rush Mid versus WoW. And in Rush Mid, there's 3 players. The captain is Patch Patch. We have the Red Devil and Grisaldi playing in Rush Mid. And in team,
Sorry.
yeah, sorry. And in Team WoW, this is the newest team. They have 3 players, Saldina, Wise Tide, and Pito. And in one of their lobbies we're going to jump into, at least that is what we're waiting for currently, for them to open their match. But it is really point. So I think we could give them like 1 more minute if they're still getting together.
I think it does take a few minutes to get all this. This is an exciting time for all of it. Are we
And
going to be ready for the match soon? How long is
yeah,
that going for?
so usually we play 3 matches. We play best 2 out of 3.
Mm-hmm.
So it depends, like if one team wins the first 2 matches, that was it. But if there's like one win, one lose, then there's a third match happening. And sometimes there's more than 3 matches happening if there's a tie and there's a tiebreaker happening as well. So there's a couple of options, but the usual is 2 to 3 games.
Okay. And I was wondering what happens if for example, the players lobby up late or don't arrive. Is that a situation that's happened before in some of these things? Do they lose a heat? Do they lose a point, a round? How does it work? Is there rules set in
Yeah,
motion for that?
there is. And Tower Tech is still a very young game, which is still forming the league. So this still happened, but we have new rules in place where it's basically that if the team doesn't start after 5 minutes, they're counting as no show. Except if they communicate around it. You know, there's always technical issues that are a possibility in VR. You know, it's all cutting edge technology. There's sometimes things just going wrong where no one has anything to do against that. You know, so we're going back and forth around rules about that. But yeah, definitely there are a couple of rules, and I think we should see the lobby popping up in like less than 3 minutes. Exactly, any minute.
So we'll send to
3, 2, 1.
And we're back.
There we go. And the lobby is open.
And hopefully the audience can hear me properly now. We had a few technical difficulties at the start of our stream. We are dealing with those now. I'm trying to fix my microphone. If you are in the chat, please let us know what you hear, if there's anything going on, if we can do anything. We are still waiting for players to assemble ready for the first heat. And looks like
But the lobby is open.
It opened and then died.
And it's gone again.
So they're getting ready. They're almost here.
They're getting ready. They're trying.
They're
Probably
cutting it
technical
fine.
issues.
Yeah, exactly.
In the last cup, we had a team called Team Technical Issues. Found that very funny.
Well, that's it. With all of this beautiful high-res technology, there's always so many risks at factor. It looks like it's gonna be Pitao setting up the thing, which means WoW are setting up the lobby. We're going to join that, or are we going to wait?
As you like, we can wait a little bit longer until there's a few more players assembling
Let's see if there's some more
here.
players there. Let's see what's going on. But tell us a
Yeah, and
little
the
bit
time
more
in
about
between, and the time in
elimination.
between, I thought I could maybe actually also talk a little bit about the top killer of the tournament at the
Go
moment.
ahead.
Do you
Go
know
ahead.
who that is?
I have it written
So
down,
we
but
have
it
Deets
is
Dazzle,
Bees Dazzle from Riot Taggers with 171 kills.
171.
We have a team
Amazing.
arriving here right now. It looks like we're going to be getting onto games very, very shortly for everyone that's waiting in the audience. Thank you for joining us on Twitch. And if you've joined us later on YouTube, thank you very much for joining us here. Subscribe, like us, all of that stuff. And tell me a little bit about Rig. Why is it so difficult for perhaps the new players? What's different about it, and what can they kind of look for in terms of strategy?
Yeah. Rick has very interesting dynamics. It is a map that is basically built like route, like a square, but
diamond?
on the edge. Yeah, kind of a diamond shape. Yeah, exactly. So first of all, you have to open the map at least until the middle to have a good stand and to not be like in a really bad position to get crossfired from all sides. So this is the first and most important thing that we have to take care of.
Okay.
Oh, this looks like a good
It
lobby.
looks like we're about ready
Pet.
to get into the lobby. I'm gonna try and
Yes.
join that now. Uh-huh.
There we go. Perfect. So that is the most important thing to keep in mind with Rick. That you definitely you rush forward on both sides and you hold those sides. So if you give up one of those two sides, the map starts scrambling. So this is, in my opinion, a really, really important move. And then if you make it, if your team is so strong that they can break over the middle of the map, so that they basically control the corner towers, which are super important for cross-firing and for just holding, as well as the middle line of the field. So if you have this middle area of the field, you can go back and forth really, really fast, and you don't have to make the way all the way around your base in the back. So there's a couple of really interesting things we should take a look at later, and I can show them to you directly on the map.
Right.
But these are really core positions. So as you see it right now a little bit from the top, so you saw there's these corners,
Yeah,
like there's like a long diagonal in the middle. And what we're seeing right here also already in the lower corner, we have a big map of how the players are charging up their map. Exactly. So there we already see that Team Ice has their nose forward, like front, but that was super like that was a super surprising move. We have two people patch and
And he's
now we
gone.
actually
That's
have
it.
them. Wow.
Team Fire
Okay,
takes the
I'm
first point.
speechless. Honestly, that was as
Team
fast as I
Fire
never
taking the
saw
first point,
a
and
new
Team
team
Fire, of
making a point. I think they really trained. So let's see if Team Ice has a chance to come back from that, because this was a really fast and really probably demotivating point for Team Ice. Well done, Team Fire. They're not having a lot of control of the map at the moment. Also, Petov has to go back to get a heal. He's nearly dead already. So I hope Team Fire is just going to try to keep that advantage and not getting like too aggressive. There we see already Selena is out. We have 2 against 3 now. Petro is nearly dead. He has to get that heal now. If he gets one more hit, he's going to be dead as well. And that's going to be a really, really tough situation now for Team Fire. So Petro, I don't know why he doesn't go get that heal. Weistheit is kind of more like in the back, in the base. He really has to defend. Oh, Petro is dead. There we go. So yeah, that was it. That was a hard last situation. Yeah, that was a fast point that they made as well. So let's see how fast the points are coming in here. This is a really exciting game. I didn't expect that. I especially didn't expect the first point coming from Team Fire. Let's see how Team Ice is going to progress. You see Team Ice is pushing a lot forward and going up until this middle line, which is a very important position to have. And Team Fire is trying to distract that. So as you're seeing right now, Team Fire is trying to push forward, trying to distract that whole line that Team Ice already built. They're basically pushing over the middle. They're pushing Team Fire back into their base so they can get better angles on them. Let's see if Team Fire lets that do with themselves, or if they're gonna again pull such a surprising move. Weistide really needs to get some heals. Grisaldi is getting a heal right now. He was at the same low
We see Team Ice really working together to get those heals up and try and get map position.
Yeah.
They're pushing real hard
And
a little bit.
Pew Pew is dead, and Weistide also only has a tiny bit, and he's dead as well. And this could have been avoided. Honestly, that was just their healing game not on point. Their healing game basically non-existent from what I could see. Like, we saw it a whole long time actually that they were on barely any health, and I think this point, there we go, this point goes to Team Ice. And with that, I think it's getting really, really hard now for Team Fire to actually win this match, because we only have 1 minute 30 left, and it's 1 against 2 for Team Ice, the obviously stronger team in this match.
Team Ice is, of course, Rush Mid, the favorites, and Team WoW are the Fire team. They are struggling, as you say.
They're actually the underdogs. I would have loved if they really pull through with what they started here in the very first point, but it seems like they're still having to keep up their healing game better, to keep up their positions better, to really defend their sides, defend their positions. Right now it's 2 against 2. It's still lot possible, not everything possible, but at least a tie is completely possible. Team Fire
Weistide on his own.
Weistide
The walls are closing in.
It could still happen. It could still happen 1 against 2, and they could still make a tie. And all right, well, there we have a decision, and congratulations, Team Ice, once again.
So
well played.
Rush Mid again with another point as we go into the next round.
Oh yeah, that's only 15 seconds left now. They're not going to make another point anymore, but this was really, really well played from Team Ice. I think they recovered very fast from the shock they had. They must have been shocked. I think they didn't even calculate with that team being so strong that they could score a point.
Yeah, that's it. Like you say, Team Ice coming strong out the gates of teamwork, pushing right to the finish. Very fast points there in some of them. Excellent job. Nope, I just changed headset. Two. Can you hear me now? All right, so I've changed my headset. We have lots of things running out of batteries on us over here. So that was a quick first round. Team Ice, Rush Mid coming out of the gate strong with that quick point first off, and the third one pretty quickly too. What could have WoW done better?
Or I think it was mainly the healing, and also keeping their positions a bit better. But that is a harder one than the healing. Like, I saw a lot of situations where they were on barely any health and they still went out and just didn't go back to heal. So let's see if this is going to be the same story as the last one, or if we're going to see a different result in this match. So
jump in with a blue captain, Patch right now. See as they're going towards the center left. Trying to capture all those towers in the middle, get some pushing towards the right. They've got 2 players over there. Already 1 player down for Team Fire, and another one almost out. Weistide looking pretty low on the health there.
yeah.
And Sound is gone, and that is it.
Oh my gosh.
Quick.
Wow.
Again, Team Ice slamming their way through this round.
That is true, and I mean, it was as fast as the point we saw before from Team Fire, so I'm not giving up on them just yet. I think that was a very cool show they brought there, and I'm looking to see that again. So
So if we
at the
follow
guy
Wise
over
Tide a
there.
little here, yeah. Let's see if he's let's see what he's doing wrong, what maybe the cat.
So from here, he should just focus on, crossfiring into the middle. So what we cannot see here is the middle of the playing field where he's firing onto, but we can see it a little bit on the small map in the bottom. So this is basically where he's trying to crossfire into the middle of the field. So now we have, again, only one player
Already
and no
gone.
player on Team
It's
Fire.
all over.
Wow, such fast rounds.
No mercy from Team Rush Mid. They're all in and they are pressing heavy. We follow Wise Tide a little here. Let's see if he goes over to the right of his field. He's trying to press over there. He's got two opponents. Already Pital's gone. We've got Sal. Let's see. Patch is avoiding some fire there from Wise Tide.
Yeah, so what we're seeing here is actually from Patch a pretty good play. He has the whole middle. He can go back and forth really fast. Like he's just looking like where he can push a little bit more into their base to get better positions, to get better angles on the opponents.
Exactly. And that's really the key. And they've already 3-0 up. And it's all about that quick movement, those pushing the positions, and team coordination, like you said.
Yeah, exactly. Coordinating those heals, honestly, they could have won the last round, in my opinion, if they would have had a better healing game. What we're seeing currently is, I think, also 2.5 minutes done, so that's kind of the half of the game is over, and we're seeing Team Ice leading with 3 points that were all done, that were shot very, very, very fast.
Oh.
So. Yeah, I do believe this is a situation that is getting very, very tricky at the moment for Team Fire. Let's see. They're still fighting, but they're also still losing players very fast. And Team Ice gained another point, so
I think, you are seeing experience play in.
Up. Yeah. And also it must be fairly demotivating for a team to get so smashed all of a sudden, especially if they did the first point. Another thing is also that this is exhausting, and a new team might not have the condition yet.
Exactly. This game is very, very physical. It takes a lot of energy. It does get you sweating, and if you don't have the physical fitness and endurance, you won't keep up. You won't be able to move quick enough. You see, I am the Red Devil. He's got 8 scores so far, 8 kills, 8 eliminations, and he is just killing it. What is it that he's doing that's better, would you say?
Honestly, it is probably first of all experience. It's also just being fast, ducking a lot, being behind the tower a lot. So really just like sneaking around, hiding, getting your heals, because that's how you don't die. Just with like getting your heals. Honestly, there's no way that you don't ever get shot. Everyone gets shot. But the deciding point if you get killed is if you're going to go back and get a heal after you notice that you get shot, and not kind of are glued to your opponent like one more shot, one more hit, and then I got him, because then things happen that maybe you get him, but on the way back they get you. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, it's really just timing. And that's what we're seeing.
Yeah. This is just, I'm the Red, Team Ice are going all in there, getting all their backup on point. They're pressing the right locations and getting those angles to be able to cut people off. We see that that's Team Fire with a good first.
Exactly, this was the first stat. I also was thinking, like, if I would be I'm the Red Devil, I would jump back now, as I saw this opponent player was really going for it, and it's a difficult situation if you're around the tower, and if you see the other players around the tower. Tower attack, any online game, has a little bit of delays and lags every now and then, and sometimes, that's it. That was very expected. But sometimes, just to finish that point, sometimes it's really about like being behind the tower, and when you look out, in that moment, the other player already fired a bullet, and it's not even your fault when you, in that moment, look out of the tower, and that happens a lot. So, so these constellations should be avoided if you're not a super experienced player, and really know timing, know exactly how fast the bullets fly. If he might have already fired, that you're definitely not going to get that bullet. Exactly. So that's all, like, I think over the time, every team gets to know these better, and also keeping everything in mind, playing great, keeping the towers, keeping the strategy, and keeping a healing game up can just be a bit much as well.
All right. So we saw there as well, Griseldi in that final round didn't actually manage to get outed once. So he's kept his perfect record. Least outs of the tournament per games played. Only 6.5 outs in the total tournament so far. And showed again there, unkillable, unstoppable. Um,
Very cool.
so we're going to come out of that. That is the end of that first heat. With Rush Mid picking up a strong, strong victory. What
Very true.
it was just purely the experience of the team coming in play there, right?
I believe so. I mean, they're great players. I don't want to say like it's all experience. Of course, there's also talent and whatnot. But this first point that that Team WoW made, that was just for me like, wow. Okay, that was really wow. You know, they stick to their name there, and I was really surprised how well they made that point and how fast they made that point. Um, so yeah, I actually had the hope that they would repeat that at least one more time throughout the two matches, but time probably. There's still more matches coming, I believe.
Yes, there is. Up next, we will be having Policemen versus Pickpocket. I believe we might be trying to get on it quicker than the advertised time, just to speed through these quarterfinals. We have the finals, of course, tomorrow. Same place, same time. And Vorkis on the Policemen has the most assists out of the whole tournament. So perhaps that is some kind of indication, along with Triple H, with the second being second ranked player, that these guys have got some good team play going on.
Yeah, they definitely do. And I actually trained with them on Tuesday. Last week, Tuesday, I trained with HHH and Watchies, which was really fun. And it was a great team play. It was really, really fun to play with them. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to see them play again. But what is the next match?
The next match,
Don't we
Policemen.
normally have a commercial break in between the matches?
Yeah, first I think we're going to see if there's any comments. If there isn't, then yes, we will be heading to a commercial break in a few seconds. Are there any comments from our viewers? So, we are going to head to a commercial break, and then we will get back to the comments, and hopefully you guys will chat to us there and see if there's anything that you've pointed out, you've noticed about the players. Thanks for joining us. Stick with us through the commercial break.
Three, two, one.
All right, welcome back to the stream, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between. We are here ready for Policemen versus Pickpocket in Tower Tag VR. And Root, what do you expect to see from these two teams?
I'm actually super stoked to watch them because they're two of my favorite teams, at least two of my favorite captains. So HHH, I play a lot with him, also in a team dash. And Pickpocket is also super cool. I think he's also playing with other Israeli players in
Yes,
this one.
Shuero and Rorschach,
Um,
they are there. All
exactly. So
Israeli
yeah,
team.
yeah, and they're super cool. So Pickpocket is a really good player, but I do think HHH is a bit of a better player, and I shouldn't say that too loud because I'm friends with both. But I think yeah, HHH is gonna win.
Well, the stats don't lie, and at the moment, he is. So HHH has 160 kills, 10 outs, and 53 assists, and Pickpocket is 117 kills for the moment. So let's see how that changes as we go into the lobby for our next heat, which is Policemen versus Pickpocket. And we are
22-22. Yeah.
almost ready. Is it going in?
Yeah, no,
We're in. Awesome. So just for our viewers, the seeding of these tournaments is based on ranking, and at the moment we've had the first place versus 8th place. We are now having 3rd versus 6th. So 3rd place, I believe, is the Policemen, and Pickpocket are in 6th with 14 points. How do you see this one going? Do you think it will be as one-sided as the last game, or do you think that Pickpocket have an actual chance here?
Yeah, no, he definitely has an actual chance. As I said before, I think it's going to be a really close match because both players are really good. I also, it really depends on the dynamics inside the team, and I think I didn't play against Pickpocket's team yet. So yeah, my bet is on Policeman for this round.
Okay. I think with a name like HHH, I'm a massive wrestling fan, so Triple H, the game, will always stick with me. I think my money will be on the Policemen too with their record, especially seeing as how they have so many assists, not just with Vorkis, but between the team. It seems like they're working together to take out opponents, and that's very much going to help them in this kind of environment, elimination. And don't forget to drop your comments in the Twitch section, the chat down below. And if you're on YouTube, drop us a comment. Let us know what you thought of the video. Always keep up with us. And thanks to VR Nards, VR Play Park. Maybe.
Are you still here?
Sorry.
Maybe?
I
Okay.
have other people in my ear over here as well. This is a high production environment we got. What was it that you were going to say, Root?
I just wanted to say that it's probably a lot going on behind you there, like people running around the towers and so on. And do we also have Riot Taggers and Check Saber playing today?
They will be later on. We have Riot Taggers versus Czech Sabers, and then our last match will be the MOD team versus Overkill. So another couple of exciting matches to go forward. Riot Taggers will be the next match though, after this one. I believe we are
Cool.
still waiting for people to lobby up and get ready. And then we'll jump into this match. It should start at what? All right. We are still waiting for the start of the match. I hope you've enjoyed the stream so far. My name, if you haven't caught it already, is Ryan Prazer. Thank you for having me. Thank you for welcoming me onto your Twitch stream. I will hopefully be here with you tomorrow and going forward for all of your castings, and perhaps with Root too. I think we've made a pretty good team so far for the first heat. Been fun.
That's been fun. That is true. Yeah, I wish I could see you. Maybe next time.
Do you not have the camera up over there?
No.
When we have the game, you can't see me, can you? I
No, I can
see.
only see the game.
That's a shame. We'll work on it. We've got all this
Priorities, you know.
technology. We can get it working somehow eventually.
Yeah.
So we have actually been kicked out of the thing. I believe they're resetting up the lobby
Example.
to restart and prevent lag and other connection issues that happen sometimes when these VR games get too overloaded. So we'll try and rejoin this lobby and hopefully we'll be able to get started with the next heat of the quarterfinals of Spring Mix Cup 2021 very, very soon. So hopefully we'll be able to see quickly or shortly who's going to be on which team. It looks like Pickpock will be on Team Ice, which means that the policemen will be Team Fire. That could change as we go into the actual game. We got the policemen. I'll run through their team. We got Triple H or HHH. He is the team captain, Czech, and then Ronisor, who's from America, and then Vorkis. Now these three, like I said before, they work well together. They have a lot of assists together as a team. Not many outs. They don't take a lot of hits. They don't go down often, which is probably why they are in the running to get to top place. And then Pickpock, we have the title of the team and team captain, Pickpock, along with Shuero and Rorschach. Now these guys, they also have a bulk of assists, but mostly Pickpock is their head guy, their lead assassin, taking out 117 people. Let's see if he can bring it back for his team today. So a little point about our last match, Rush Mid and WoW. So WoW were actually the youngest team with the least experience and least gameplay, and playing against the most experienced probably and the strongest team, Slovenia. So that's why it was a little whitewash. I'm excited to see how that balances out in this kind of environment. What do we got here? We see the players in the lobby just firing off at each other, getting ready to ready up. Any word on what we're waiting for, Paulina? Any word on what we're waiting for?
They should be ready. They should be playing already.
Well, seems like we're in the lobby waiting for a couple of players from Team Ice. And barriers are down. And we are off. We're getting into it now, and we have some errors with our spectator wing board. But we will go straight in, following Rorschach. He took a hit straight from the start.
The team with most points will win.
All right. Well, hopefully he's gonna
Shuero.
go back and heal. So, yeah, we have like players showing double, but in each team we only have 3 players. That's for sure. We
Yes.
see that on the map. Everything is good so far, except Team Ice only has 2 players. But that was kind of a little bit of what we expected, right? That's kind of what we were counting on. That Team Fire gonna completely jump in there and take over the whole map. What we're seeing already, like
That's
on the map down here, we're seeing Triple H jumping forward, being very close to their base already. So he's basically sitting in front of their base. HHH has the number 5 here that we're watching, and you can see his position on the map. He's like heavily firing on their base, probably shooting down tiles as well. And always jumping away when he knows there's gonna be fire on him. So that's a really, really great technique to avoid as many hits as possible. So Pickpock really needs to get that heal.
Here, yeah. Really difficult
really
job
needs
for
to
him.
get that heal. Pickpock needs to go back. And
that's
he's
it.
out. Yeah, that was a tough one.
We restart the round. It is very difficult to get our players on.
Yeah, so we're again seeing that Team Fire is going out fairly fast, especially again Triple H, who's like pushing over the right side and is already running towards the base of Team Ice. So we really see Team Fire making big progress on that side. Team Ice is pretty much in their base, not much room to get out of there. They're having a bit of room on the right side of the map, but we're seeing here HHH coming exactly over there where he sees that they're basically kind of escaping the base on that side. We also have Runny Snore and Vortis basically over on that side to kind of just making sure that they're not breaking through on the left side, and Triple H basically taking care of the whole right side, as I can see this here. So we're seeing Rorschach getting a heal over here. That's always great.
Beat.
But I think he got a heal as well, right? Because now he's on the same thing like before. So he got a hit and he got a heal. So
no, I think
so
he is gone. I think he is gone. I think we're seeing up there on Rorschach's heart, we're seeing Shiwero's health at the moment with a little error with the UI. But that will reset, and we'll get that sorted out for the next heat.
Yeah, so Team Fire is really taking over the majority of the map. We're seeing like a huge imbalance here, and we're seeing Team Ice having a really, really hard time to keep the game up. And we're seeing them again basically put back into their base, one in front of another, one in front of the other, just trying to get back a few towers, or at least like not lose any more towers, that they're completely pushed back into their base. But it's a hard thing that they're trying. They're healing each other, but they're really pushed back. And now we already only have one player. I think it's only Pew Pew left on the field right now. So
try to get to him.
Yeah,
there we go.
the last
And
one
that's
standing,
it. He's gone.
but...
He is gone, and that is that round again. Gone to Policemen with Triple H, Running Senior, and Vorkis taking the lead by 2 points. And you see, we'll watch this strategy going up the left, and you see that he's very, very quick at getting those positions, trying to cut those angles off before he even gets to a next tower. He's shooting, and that is very much how you should be playing. But you see, this round, the Team Ice are actually pushing a little further than they have before. Managed to press up a little. Let's see if they can get something from this play. And again, we're trying to find Shiwero. There he is. He's on the right-hand side, number 2, as you see on the mini-map over here, heading towards the center. And he is getting in a tough position. He doesn't want to be against 2 players there. And it's 3-on-1 now, and he is going to be all on his own. It looks like HHH, Ronsignor, and Vorkis are going to flank him, take all of the towers, and that is it for Team Ice this round.
Yeah, well, at least we won our bet, right?
Yep, you got it right. We got it right. And I think we're going to reset the stream just to get rid of some of this lag from the stream on our part, not for the players. They are playing with a clean game. And while that's happening, what did you think of that first one with the Policemen, Triple H, and etc. running wild over their opponents?
Oh, I mean, that was a little bit of what I expected to happen, so it wasn't a big surprise. But yeah, great job. I mean, great job, Triple H. Honestly, when you looked at the big map, he was the one who was like jumping back and forth all over the place. Must have been incredibly exhausting, in my opinion, at least for me. So I think that was a really, really great game that we saw from his side, and congrats for that. And sad that Pew Pew's team just didn't get to beat them this time, but they're also a really good team, and I think they just probably didn't play together as much, or didn't train together as much. Who knows?
Well, that's it. We have our UI reset now. We have access, hopefully.
Yes, and there we see the game starting off. And this time I would say actually Team Ice got a bit better out of their base, but they're all going to the right side of the map. So I don't know what that is about, but they're basically neglecting the left side completely and pushing forward on the right side.
Perhaps this is a communication. They've decided to stick together. Maybe this is how they get it together. They've got 2 players down already. We've got 1 player left. It's only Triple H, and that's
wow. Okay, that's a completely different strategy. Complete change of strategy. It wasn't possible anymore for Team Ice, for Team Fire to push them back into their base. they really got this angle over the right side and are now actually in their base and trying to get HHH. And
That's
there we
point
go.
one to Team
Fire
Ice.
them.
That's it. They got it down.
Wow,
Pickpock
well
Pack showing
played.
they do have the chops to get it done. Let's
They
see what they
very
do in
much
the
do.
second round.
I love the strategy change. Like that was a really, really interesting one. And now we're seeing Shivero kind of jumping outwards to the right side, and we're seeing HHH actually going again to their right side, to Team Fire's right side. So he's trying to push the same strategy like before and seeing if he has
Whoa.
more with that. But yeah, we see again Funny Snore. So Team Ice did the same breakthrough there. Shivero basically pushed through the whole right side over the middle. And now HHH and Watchies really have to see that they're going to hold the area of the map that they have already. Watchies is pretty hit. Triple H is also, they're healing each
They're
other.
hitting each other. That's very good again.
Also would need to heal.
Yeah.
I think if he doesn't go get a heal, okay, he's getting the
That's
heal
it.
as we speak.
Pickpock Pack coming over, a team captain healing his teammate there, making sure things can progress. And this is a bit of a stalemate at the moment. Players keep going back. Oh! 2v2.
2 against 2. Sliver, they got him there on the right side. We have a very interesting map constellation at the moment. So both teams having their right side open towards the opponent.
Yeah, it's very interesting to see that nobody's actually gone down completely. The Team Ice's left side, that's completely open over there. So at some point you've got to imagine HHH will be coming round to there to get towards the blue end of the base and flank them perhaps.
Actually, yeah, so the Team Fire did a really great job with like getting back that middle area on the upper side of the map, like the right side of Team Ice that they had so nicely pushed out on. And now actually Pickpock Puck got locked in. He can't get out of there. He's locked in and he's getting shot by Watchies. So let's see if he can get out now.
Yeah, Rawstack really needs to get out of there and give him some space.
So basically Team Fire now locked them in on both sides. And now let's see if they can get out of that or not. HHH is penetrating them from the one side and Watchies from the other side.
Looks like it sounds
really tough situation.
Really tough. They got so something
really
there.
Well
when you get too close to your teammate, you give them no avenue to get out, and you can't do that when it's just 2 players. When it's elimination like this, you need to be able to give your teammates a space.
Yeah, but that wasn't their teammate. That was a Triple H coming through their base and locking them in, where the other guy, Vorchis, locked them in on the other side before. So they got locked in twice by Team Fire. So this is a great move to lock someone in. It's amazing to play. JT does it all the time. It's really like one of the most successful moves that you can do if you lock someone in, because they take some time to charge up that tower again and to get out of there. So
we're on 2v2 again, and we have Rossignol coming up the left side. Again, Team Ice's left side, the bottom half of your map, is still pretty open as Vorkis goes over to claim some of those towers and get some map control back. It's interesting.
Yeah, because Triple H is out, and now they're basically out. So now we actually only have Watchies. So if the team has Triple H not in there anymore, and the other team has the captain still, Pickpock Puck, so it's a big imbalance. So I think this match could potentially go to Pickpock Puck, because I don't know if Watchies can hold them off that long. Maybe 8 seconds. Maybe he's just going back. That's what I would do. Go back to your base. Try to not die. Just go down. Lay down on the floor. Don't die. Exactly. There we go.
So that is a drawn point. That is a tied score. We see the end of game results here. Let's see any particular stats. I can't get. Can I move this? I can see Medic Angel. There's somebody. So we see that Team Ice had some certain heals on there at least. Again, using their assists and teamwork to get themselves something.
Yeah, well played. Definitely very well played, Pickpock Puck's team. So now this is the situation where we are now seeing a third match because there was one win, one tie, and now we need to see either another win from Team Fire or we need to see a tiebreaker from Team Ice.
Exactly. So we will be going into that shortly, I believe. But so far, what's the opinion? Who do you think is going to pull it in this last one? Pickpock had a great resurgence there.
Yeah, great strategy change. Still think HHH will make it. If he's not gonna die this time.
Well, he's in a little trouble here on the right-hand side against two opponents.
Yeah.
Yep,
Oh.
very much in trouble. He's gone. He got a bit too
Whoopsie.
overconfident there, and that's him gone.
Well,
Now
crossfired. Pickpock's team.
Now the team
Pick
must
the
go, and if they can isolate Ronsignor, I believe that they might have a chance over here on the top. As I say that, Ronsignor retreats and gets back to his teammate, is aware of the danger without a captain on his team now.
Yeah. What would be sad is if they're gonna play this game until the last minute, you know, that
Of
they
course.
don't have, you know, if then 1 point is falling now for maybe Team Ice, probably Triple H is like not gonna be happy again anymore today, because it's like, you know, if you die that early, like a couple seconds into the game, and then you're not able to come back because the game is not progressing, that's super frustrating.
Yeah,
so
that's it. He's going to be kicking his heels, trying to direct his team from the sidelines if he can, but that is it.
Like,
Team Ice have taken it. An advantage to Team Ice going forward, which means Pickpock have a chance of climbing up the ratings before tomorrow's finals. As we see Pickpock, we follow him going down the left side. He's already taken somebody out. Great shooting to take out Vorkey's major there. This 3v2 Team Ice again with the advantage, but they still have their captain on Team Fire. HHH still there, still hanging in, even against two, as he retreats back towards his teammate. Hopefully they're going to get some heals on the go. Yep, Triple H gets a heal going. And you see the blue team are pushing up now. They're going to try and corner them in, just as they were done to the last round.
Exactly that. It's really interesting to see for me how such a like seemingly small strategy change has such a high impact.
Yep.
So this is like a really, really interesting match for me to watch.
We see Triple H trying to keep control of the middle while Ronsignor tries to shore up some of their base and get some of those towers back, give them some different angles to fire from. But they are taking some fire. Ronsignor is under fire from two streams. He's going to get out of that. And we'll go over to Pickpock, who is currently camping midfield and left field to try and press that advantage. Make sure they know that he's always there, pushing.
Yeah, he's holding that left middle field. So if you see like this diagonal that we're now seeing from the top to the bottom on the map, this one axis, this is so important to hold. So you really need to keep that and at least one of the two sides towers, because if you lose both of them, you barely have any chance to survive. So this is a really, really interesting back and forth here. It looks like the game of life, you know, like it's always developing further and developing further and it's like very, very cool to see how Team Ice actually came back after that first match. So
and that's it. They are sticking in it as well. They haven't given up. It didn't take them down. It didn't take their morale down at all. Shuero's down, and then we're down to 2v2. Let's see if we get something.
Let's see what impact that has on the map, because right now we are seeing Team Ice having definite overhand on the map.
See, straight away Triple H is going for more map control, taking over that left side while they leave it open. He needs that control of the map to be able to get those angles working together here with Ronsignor. See if Pickpock and Rorschach can work together and see if they can cut them off somehow. Rorschach's moving up the back line. We have Pickpock moving up and down.
And we definitely see that the map is changing completely. You know, before, where it was like 3 versus 2, Team Fire had barely any map control. What we're seeing now is Team Fire having the majority of the map in control and having the better angles on the map currently. And actually, we're seeing HHH locking. That is really, wow, that is so risky what
That
HHH
is
is
very,
doing.
very risky. He's gone. He's lost
And
it. He didn't see him
whoa,
behind him, I guess.
yeah, what was that move? Honestly, he was so
I
close
think
to
it was just a
locking them.
appearance. Yeah, he didn't see where he was being shot from behind. Unfortunately, Triple H takes the thing, but
Wow.
Team Ice take the victory overall. Pack 2-1 over Policemen there.
No,
Advancing.
no. Wait,
No?
wait a second. No. Are you sure? Because the first match was the policeman, the second was a tie, and the third one was
So it's 1-1
Pucks.
and with a tie. Yeah, excuse me.
So each team has one. We have one tie, so I think now we need the last match
So
to
it's
see
tiebreaker,
who's
yeah?
winning. That was the tiebreaker. Now we see like who's gonna win, right? There's one more match, as far as I know.
First person to score a point wins this next round, I'm being told. Okay. So first team to eliminate all of the other team and score that point will win the next round. So
Yeah.
winner takes all in the next round. It's going to be very, very interesting to see if Pack can keep up the momentum despite Policemen getting that first dominant victory. It was a few points over them, I believe, in the first round, right?
Sorry.
I said it was a few points that the policeman won by in the first fight, wasn't it?
I'm not sure actually.
I believe
No, I don't remember.
it was an aggressive win, but we'll get there and we'll see what happens in the final round of this encounter between Policemen and Pack very shortly. Players are in lobby, readying up as we speak. But how's it been so far? It's been pretty exciting, right? There's been variations of teams, some exciting come rounds, comebacks. Let us know in the comments what you think and who you think is going to advance to the finals and win the whole thing. First team to get a point here wins the game. We follow Pack, captain of Team Ice. They're trying to shore up some ground. Chihuahua is very deep in enemy territory here. He wants to be getting back towards his teammates, somewhere where he can be healed, or at least get access to some towers. The Team Fire have taken very much a lot of the map control here, as you see. Chihuahua trying to get back over and get some of that back, but it seems that Triple H has got his team on together. They're healing each other. And there goes Vorkis. We've lost one. It is 3 versus 2 for Team Ice. We got Chihuahua coming up the right-hand side, still pushing that side. Pack on the left, and Rorschach in the back, taking the long shots, sniping out and trying to support his teammates. So it seems like Triple H and Ronsignor are just going to try and stay back and protect themselves as much as possible here. I guess with so much on the line, it's all they can do, isn't it, Root?
Well, yeah, I mean, they have to heal each other, but they also have to not just stay back, because otherwise they're gonna get locked in. So I think Triple H has to kind of come up with some kind of ninja move of like one side locking one person in, like the number 2 here, Shivero, lock him in, like gain a bit of an angle, lock him in on that side, and then focus on the other 2. I think he tried the locking in already a little bit over there with
looking low on health now. He's about a hit away. He's getting that heal from Ronsignor though, so it looks like he may be able to get something out of this. There's 3 minutes left in this round. First one to eliminate the entire enemy team wins this heat. And we will go to Pack, who is pushing down the left and shooting from afar.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a little battle going on. Ronsignor. The action moving so fast, so quickly. These guys know what they're doing. They're trying to get out of the way, trying to cover for their teammates too. And Pack again along the left side, just holding that position, pressuring them, making sure that nobody can get near He's just gonna sit there all day.
So now
We've
Triple
lost
H
one.
has to get all 3 of them.
And it's Triple H.
Go
1
Triple
versus
H.
3. And he is
Get
isolated
them.
in the middle of the field. Oh, he's got himself
Get
some
them.
space there. Let's see if he can get these towers, give himself some moving room, breathing room. It's very
come
tight, it's
on.
very tense. He's just going to slingshot himself around and hope that he can get somebody
Yeah.
out before
Yeah.
the reinforcements come, because otherwise this is very bad situation for Triple H and for the policemen.
Ooh,
He's
shit.
taking hits, and that is it. Team Ice, Pick Puck Pack go through
Well
with the
done.
victory. After that,
3, 2,
Well done, Team Israel. Congratulations. That's it, right?
congratulations. There is still rounds to play, but as of the rules of the competition, that round was the deciding
Yeah.
one, and this will just be for fun or for quits,
No,
as
no,
we see
they're
bots.
gone,
Yes,
yeah.
that is it for the round.
3,
And policemen
go.
are defeated after such a positive start. Pick Puck Pack changing their tactics halfway through to really be able to get in there and get that victory.
All right, so
And the
I
next
guess
match will be starting very shortly.
Riot Taggers and Check Saber.
It will be Riot Taggers and Czech Saber. What do you know about these two teams? We're going to be jumping straight into it, so you've got to get your thoughts out on these two teams. What can you tell me about Riot Taggers, Czech Saber?
I mean, Riot Taggers, Deeds Dazzle, he's the best player right now in the competition. And then we also have I Am Czech and Sukuchura. I like to play with I Am Czech, he's pretty cool. So yeah, I like the team. I don't know Sukuchura, I think. And then Czech Saber, they're also pretty cool. Roseman, Flacek, and Niemand. I played against them also a couple of times. They're not that strong. They started a bit later, but they're from the Czech Beat Saber community, so they're very fast. They're just like
They have
fast.
those good reactions. But it's going to be about the teamwork, especially when you have Deez Dazzle on Riot Taggers with 171 kills, the most kills of the tournament so far. He is looking to snipe some people. And as the captain, let's see if he can get his team to take out these fast Beat Sabers. We are expecting to start the match in just a couple of minutes. Please leave your comments in the Twitch section down below. If you're watching this later on another stream, please leave a comment. Let us know how we did. Any feedback is always welcome as we're setting up our operations here. This tournament is going to be awesome. We're going to bring it to a close tomorrow with the semi and final heats. Who do you expect to see in that last one?
I would say the Policeman and Riot Tagger.
Yeah, that's your call. Oh, well, so far from what I've seen, I see Rush Mid getting in there, and hopefully maybe
Oh yeah,
Pick
they
Puck
just
Pack.
lost, right?
After that performance, I would quite like to see Pick Puck Pack put in that
There we
performance
go, yeah.
and turn their tactics around and come back with the underdog story. That would be awesome to see them get somewhere.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. We also have Team Overkill, right?
Yeah, they will
are
be coming up
also,
later.
some interesting candidates for the finals.
Yes, so they have Zizanati, Kashe, and Nevem on their team. They'll be coming up later. They'll be facing MOD, which is JT, Clarion X, and Dubs. There is a lot of experience on that team, but there is also going to be more of a fair match, I would say, given the standings, the current standings of these teams. Overkill and MOD, out of all of the seeds that we have on, are the closest matched that we'll be having. So it'll be interesting to see that.
Mm-hmm.
I think we are just about ready, are we not? I can. Okay, 2 minutes. Root, it's been a pleasure. It's been a wild ride. How are you
Yeah.
feeling?
Very good. I actually thought that the stream is, as always, ending now because I have another meetup that I have to go to. And no one informed me about that the stream was going longer today than 3 p.m. So yeah, I have a little bit of a current issue, to be fairly
Oh,
honest.
okay. So I will speak to our colleagues before we get to that next round. Maybe we can play a commercial break. and then
I
we
would
can get some
definitely
chats
like
on.
I like to see the next round still.
3, 2, 1.
And we are back live streaming Tower Tag VR in association with VR Nerds and VR Park, VR Play Park. And I'm here with Root. My name is Ryan Prazer, and we are here to watch this next heat, which is going to be between Riot Taggers and Czech Saber. Now, Riot Taggers, their team captain Deez Dazzle, has the most kills in the tournament so far, and Czech Saber comparatively are not doing as well in terms of kills, outs, and actual results for their team. Let's see if they can pull something out today. What do you expect to see from the two teams?
I honestly expect Riot Taggers to win with a significant win. I know Deep Dazzle is playing for a whole while. He really, really knows that game very well. He's a pretty good player. I'm even scared of him, to be honest. I'm like, or at least he's one of the players who I know I just can't beat easily. So I have to really play really hard. So let's see if that is true for Team Fire as well, or if they're gonna be like, oh, Team Ice, I'm gonna put them in my pocket easily.
Let's
You never
see.
know.
So these Dazzle Riot Taggers are Team Ice, and we have Czech Sabers Team Fire. Already lost Neomand, one player down. Sakajura is getting heals, needs to get those heals, otherwise it's very likely they're going to be coming out too. Over on the left side, we have Vlacek taking on Deez Dazzle 1-on-1 and then healing a teammate. It is 2-on-3. Team Fire looking to lose some ground here. Oh, and there's Russman on their own as it is 3 against 1. Then the first minute of this round, it seems that Team Fire are going to be obliterated, and that is the game.
Yeah. That was a tough start, but it was very much what I actually assumed would happen.
Yep. So we'll go again, and we will follow Deez Dazzle. Let's see how we get across. So he's going across that left side again, and gone straight away. Great shot there by Niemand.
Wow.
Taking him out.
Okay, there we go. Like, interesting game again, and let's see what Team Ice is doing without their captain. So this is a really interesting situation. Let's see if Team Fire can actually get them.
And there goes another one. Sakadura gone out. And the XXIM check. XX on their own, jumping around the back base, trying to get away from 3 on the slots. Taken 1 out, 2 left. It is 1v2, Team Ice versus Team Fire. XXIM check doing a real good job of bouncing around, trying to keep that ground, those towers under Team Ice's control, while Team Fire seem to be slowly cutting off their options. Do you think they're going to do it? Do you think that IM Check has it in them to take this off?
That is very interesting. I'm watching like very kind of I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I do think that IM Check could take them both out theoretically, but he just is on low health. He needs 1 more kill, and the other 2 are full health and have the majority of the map. So
yeah, I think it was very, very close there for a second, but then Vlacek and Rossman go back and heal each other. So the I Am Check is all on their own with but one hit to be gone, and that is it. Team Fire evens up the score at 1-1.
But that is well done. That is great. That is amazing, and it was unexpected. And it was again like a thing that happened like very much in the beginning as well. And I want to see how Dietz Dazzle is going to deal with that now. If he's going to play more conservative, he actually has to make that point now if he wants to win the match. We only have 2 minutes left, so the majority of the game is over, and I would say there is space for one more point in the speed that we saw the points coming in up until now, and it doesn't look great. I also don't know why he wouldn't go back for a heal. He's like close
Nearman
to
is
half health.
gone. That is one down from Team Fire.
Okay, so this is the other situation now. Last time, I think at that time, Dietz Dazzle was gone. When he was pushing forward on that left side, where he's pushing now, he's just actually standing there together with I Am Check, and I Am Check is dead.
Yep.
So that was, I think, Dietz Dazzle and I Am Check were kind of like trying to bound up on that side, and then I Am Check just got killed, so now it's 2 against 2. And there is a realistic chance for both teams, for sure. Team Fire has to go heal each other.
They were split apart for a
they're
while now.
doing that.
But as they've gone back to heal, they've actually opened up the map so that Team Ice can come and take those checkpoints away from them, give them less angles to shoot from. That is always a risk when retreating. And now there's one player left from Team Fire. Can Vlacek take them out? Let's follow Vlacek and see what happens.
Dietz Dazzle would actually need to go heal. He has like one kill left, but he's not going back, and he can be hit by Vlacek with like one hit.
Vlacek takes
There
out
is
them, and there's
and
one
it's
more.
still
One
healing.
more hit in it. Let's see where it goes. And it is Dietz Dazzle. Team Ice takes it with 20 seconds remaining.
But that was so lucky. Honestly, that wasn't deserved. They would have needed to go back heal way earlier. That was really, really lucky. Really, really lucky. Honestly, Dietz Dazzle.
But you see the accuracy of Dietz Dazzle with 6 scores, 6 kills already. And then Nearman being too over aggressive gets taken out straight away. Team Ice take the victory 2-1. So that is
Cool.
round 1.
That was expected, but it was way more exciting than it was expected.
Round 1 to Dietz Dazzle and the Riot Taggers. They did very good job of isolating the teams there. There was a couple of inexperienced moments from Czech Saber there. Nearman rushing to the front of the center, getting shot in the face for his troubles. We are gonna head into the second match very shortly. So, what do you see coming out of this next one? Do you think that the Czech Saber will change their strategy like we saw with Pickpock earlier? Do you think that they'll try something new? Do you think their captain has that initiative?
I doubt that, actually, to be fairly honest, because they're still a fairly new team. They're not super experienced, so I'm not sure if their captain even has all the different strategies that his team can just like pull out like that, you know, that they can just play. So I don't really hope for a strategy change, but still, I mean, before it was really close. Like, I think they could have made it, honestly, if they would have pushed a little bit more.
Straight away, Vlacek not checking his size, getting taken out by Dietz Dazzle. Nearman's gone as well, which leaves Rosman all on their own to take on 3 other opponents with only 30 seconds gone. It looks like Dietz Dazzle are putting on an oppressive show today.
Yeah, very much. I think they noticed that they can't beat them easily, but they have to push.
Yeah.
And so I think now, after the experience he had before, especially because it was so close, he was so lucky that he got them in this last minute. So I think now this is more like, okay, now we're just gonna get them, and we're gonna, it's like, spawn kill them, basically.
That is it. Team Ice takes it again. Dietz Dazzle and Riot Taggers taking the point. 4 minutes left to see if Team Fire can get back into this and maybe bring it level. See Rosman going up the left, and we have some control being taken all the way on the left of the Team Ice side by Dietz Dazzle, I Am Check. Let's see if they can get into put on that pressure. We'll follow I Am Czech as they're getting closer to Niemand here. Having a little shootout and seeing if they can get back. Now, what they really want to be doing here is shooting and then zapping back. Am I right, Root?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, a lot of people do it with, like leaning in and out of the tower. What you see here from I Am Czech, he's trying to get around the tower. He's trying to. Oh,
That's it.
he's
It's
trying
gone.
to avoid. Now he got crossfired. Yeah.
And then
but he,
Rosman gone.
Ooh, that was fast. So now
2
we
on
have
1
the
with
previous one
Niemand.
situation. Niemand get that heal. He has to go get that heal now.
Yep.
Go back, get that heal, and then both of them being recharged, crossfiring Zakutura, and they're gonna get the point.
It's very, very very smart here going back to heal. But you notice that Sakajura didn't take any towers while they were doing that. Missed an opportunity perhaps to press the advantage, give himself some more options. And let's see if he can pull this off. You see there's some clear paths down the middle. If he can just get them charged to his color ice, he might be able to get away and get some different angles on these opponents here. But he's very low on health, and there's two opponents.
Tough, as soon as he's running out of there, he's in the middle of a crossfire.
Exactly.
They're firing from both angles. It's really hard.
That's
In this
it.
situation, barely anything you can do.
So Team Fire pulling out a victory and drawing it level. Let's see what they can get in the last 2 minutes and see if they can win this. We'll follow Vlacek after that round. Does he go up the center left? One-on-one with D's Dazzle. Rosman's gone already, and we've lost somebody over on the right side. I Am Czech doing a great job there. Now Vlacek going over to cover, and we see Niemand facing off with Sakajura on the left-hand side. I think what you see on the mini-map as well is that D's Dazzle is zapping around and actually just helping his teammates at this moment. It's 2-on-2. The third person is great for the advantage, but it doesn't need to be pushed all the time. It's very tactical from D's Dazzle there.
Yeah, I think he probably knows that this is if they're gonna make one more point now, then they're actually gonna win the match. So I think he's playing it safe right now, trying to just first have all of the map control, have them in their base, locked in basically, and then trying to eliminate them.
And there is I Am Czech gone. Sakajura on very little health. It's actually very close. And now
Niemand and Sakura is healing up.
Team Ice healing themselves up. It's 2v1 again, and Vlacek on his own trying to get that cover. Only got a few towers to his name to be able to teleport to.
And basically the same situation like before.
Great
and
job.
Now
one-on-one with D's Dazzle.
Vlacek, only one point of health, and it's again the same situation. Yeah, D's Dazzle in the end, so now he has to get him or
very,
not.
very unlucky.
Yeah.
There was not much room for Vlacek to maneuver there, but did very well despite that. Let's see if they can get back to pull even and get a tiebreaker with 15 seconds remaining. Very unlikely, but it looks like Team Ice might be heading out with a victory here.
Yeah, I don't think there's gonna fall another point right now. As we saw, it's always 1 against 1, 2, 1, 1.
There is only one player left. I Am Czech, and with 1 second left, they couldn't get it done. They did very, very well in that last stab. Nearly got the team down, but Team Fire not enough to get there, which means Riot Taggers will be taking the overall victory.
That was so unexpected. If they would have done this in any of the first matches, they could have gotten it. So maybe their strength is actually, as their Beat Saber players, to go really fast immediately and kind of surprise the other team. So if I would be with Czech Sabers, I think I would always go for the surprise effect. That worked really, really well.
That's it. With the Beat Saber community and their reactions, they have that speed, they have that reactions time to shoot and get the accuracy. But Riot Taggers just working better together as a team, covering each other's bases and managing to get the job done. Now, I believe, Root, it must be time for you to be heading off from our stream. So if you'd like to say goodbye to our listeners, and it's been great having you. Thank you for coming with us and sitting through this little tournament with us. Are you going to be here tomorrow with us too?
Yeah, that was also the confusion. I think Chris is going to jump in. Chris is one of my former colleagues from VR Nerds. I've actually originally also worked with VR Nerds. And so he's probably going to be here tomorrow. Are you going to be here tomorrow?
I shall be here tomorrow. So I will be speaking to Chris for the first time, but thank you very much for joining us, Root. It's been a pleasure hosting with you. We still have one more match to go, so don't leave the stream yet if you are watching, but Root will be leaving us. Is there anything you want to plug before you leave?
Thanks, Ryan. I had a really great time with you. I would like to see you in real life sometimes.
Yes, that would be great. We'll have some shootout sessions together. Thanks a lot for having us. It's been great to chat to you. We'll see you soon.
Bye-bye.
And if we could, I think we'll be able to take that to a commercial break before our next heat, and then we'll be taking it up from there with MOD versus Overkill. Join me back here in a few minutes. I'm Ryan Prazer. Keep it VR.
3, 2, 1.
Welcome back to Tower Tag VR, the Spring Mix Cup 2021. My name is Ryan Prazer, and I am hosting and showing you the finals, the quarterfinals of this wonderful tournament, where we have had some excellent action so far. We are just waiting to go into our final heat of the day, which is MOD versus Overkill. Excuse me. There are a few interesting points to bring up about these two teams, and that is mainly that MOD and Overkill between them are very, very close in the rankings. They haven't pulled out as many victories as the other teams as in terms of standing out, and now we get to see a very close encounter between the two teams. I'm very excited. It's my first time watching these two teams. All right, and we are going to try and get into that lobby as quick as we can. Thank you again, everybody, for joining us on Twitch as we join the lobby for our final quarterfinal heat of the Spring Mix Cup 2021. So, it did the thing again. Restart again. Yep. All right. So unfortunately, again, I'm going to do it before. Unfortunately, we'll be restarting the stream just to make sure that our viewing experience is perfect for those at home. We want the UI to be perfect. One moment. We'll be there. I hope you've enjoyed the stream so far anyway. And I hope to see some of your faces here at some point at the VR Play Park in Prague, Václavské náměstí 22, when we open fully. Until then, please follow us online. Check out all of our content and check out all of the different VR games that we have around. There will be so many experiences and packages coming through in the future for you guys to enjoy.
Are we ready? Yes.
Ready? These guys are going to be playing from our very venue here. We have MOD right behind me right now, readying up to play the game. So, we're going to start this game following JT on Team Ice of MOD. Team Ice MOD, Team Fire Overkill with Gijanati, their team captain.
Bobby was back, so good.
We will... There was a problem with the lobby, and we will be restarting this stream once again. Unfortunately, just bear with us a couple of minutes. We are here. VR is powerful, powerful software, and sometimes it has a mind of its own.
Guys, we have to open a new book.
Yeah. I think that it's been a generally impressive competition so far. We've had some great matchups in terms of skill level, but definitely our first match was a whitewash of sorts. Let's hope there's nothing of that sort over here, but we do want to see a good showing from both teams. We're in. We are in, and hopefully this is a stable lobby for everybody to be able to play in, and for you at home to be able to view in. Please don't forget to leave your comments in the comments section. I will be trying to answer some of them on air after the stream briefly, and it will be great to see you again tomorrow as well for the semi-finals and finals. I'm excited. I want someone to shoot someone now. Let's do it. Where is it?
Get some action, people.
Come on, let's get into it. I'm done talking. I'm ready to see people shoot each other in the face. This is where we are. It's my first day, and I'm already bloodthirsty hound like this. So let's see if JT with his 144 kills can step up to the plate and get somewhere near D's Dazzle with his 171 so far. 30 kills in one round should be no problem for good old JT. We know him very well here. Apart from that, we have very skilled player in Gijanati, team captain, and then Nevem, a very reliable player with 136 kills. Also one of their star players. We're hoping there'll be some kind of shoot-offs between them in the near future, between JT and Nevem or Gijanati. It could get heated in those chats in the headphones there. Once again, my name's Ryan Prazer. I've been here all night. I had a guest earlier, Root, joining me, experienced player, and we are about ready to get into the match. We follow JT, the captain of Team Ice, over here as we begin. MOD, Team Ice, Overkill, Team Fire. As we begin, we have Clarion on the left taking over the left side for Team Ice, trying to push against Gijanati, and then Nicolas coming in against Clarion. Over on the top of the Team Fire side, Nevem taking off against JT now. They're kind of trapped up there. We got a little loss of Nicolas. He's been taken out, and we see Clarion losing some health there. See if he can get some heals from his team. Yep, that's it. Great teamwork from Team Ice over there. And Nevem and Gijanati kind of sticking together there, trying to get that left corner as Team Ice try and flank them and get them squished over to one side. You got Gijanati taking over here against Clarion one-on-one. And then again, cross streams with JT. It's very interesting to see Team Ice very much on the same page. They know where they're going. They know who they're shooting at in terms of crossfire. They get in between the angles and manage to get some great pressure on the opponents. You see that Team Ice is taking over a lot of this map area here. Map control is very important. You see Nevem's very, very much in trouble here. He's getting cornered, and JT's gone. There's one more left on Team Fire. We have 2 players on Team Ice. We've lost the team captain on Team Ice. And it is only Clarion left. It's 1-on-1 right now. 1-on-1. Trying to get positions from orange to, from that blue to the Team Fire color. Jedinati takes it and almost loses his life. 1 hit left to go. Clarion chases him all around the map. See if they can hang on. There's 1 point, still even score. 2.5 minutes, half the round gone. Be very interesting to see how long this goes on for. Whichever team holds this one will maybe think that extreme advantage going into the next play. Got very vocal teams behind us. MOD really getting stuck in, really with team communication. I'm sure Team Fire as well. Ah! Whoa! Very, very close. Jedinati is almost there. Trying to get those sniper shots from a distance. A crossfire coming. We follow Clarion. The health is very, very close. Very, very even matchup. 1-on-1 here. It's all about which player takes that 1 hit first. Is it about aim? Is it about your cover? It's a bit of both. You see the speed of GG walking around, spinning around, trying to get some better angles and catch them on the off chance that they're not looking in the right direction. You see that the guys have basically just split the wraps, split the map between them, and Jedinati is just going backwards and forwards, running that clock down, hoping for 1 shot to finish it for his team. It could all come down to 1 single shot, 1 single fire to decide this entire round between these 2 teams. Who's going to get it first? Who do you think in the comments? Team Ice, Team Fire. Where do you think it's going to go? We're going to switch between them now. Go back to Jedinati, see it from his point of view. There's a big wall in front of him. You see that Clarion building that tower, building that lane up all across the middle and the back there. Super intense last showdown. Jedinati. You think that's the winner right there? I think that Clarion's got it in the box. I think Team Ice has got enough health to see it through. I think 1 lucky shot might just get it. An off stray shot, or it could even go all the way to a tie. 23 seconds left, and map control is in favor of Team Fire, but you've got to believe that the 1 shot life of Jedinati is going to pay back. We got Clarion. We're so close. 5 seconds remaining. Can either of them land a single shot to end the life? No, they cannot. Time is up. It is a 0-0 draw. That is a tie for the first point. Very, very interesting score. Very interesting stuff. I'm glad you are chatting on the chat. Nice to see you, Patch Patches. Great commenting on your game. Now let's see what they do in the second round. Tied as we go. There is much more to come, ladies and gents. Cheers to you. Nastravi, everybody at home. All right. So as we get back into the lobby, let's take a minute to reflect there. So that team there, the teams there, MOD and Overkill, really, really struggling to get any kind of advantage over the other one. Very tight game. Team captains being lost very early, which meant that at the end of the game, it was very, very tight. Thank you very much. Are we ready to go for the second round?
They are ready to go.
Are you ready at home? I'm excited to see if it's as tight this game or if one team just manages to edge it with some kind of strategical maneuver. I believe it's going to come down to strategy as opposed to a singular play.
1, go.
And they're off, and we're going to follow
Take that field into
Clarion
negative
from
one.
last time. He goes down his
2
right
extra
side,
points
trying
remaining.
to go up against Nevem. Cut them off from that progress. Got a few battles going on across the map. Nothing that's ganging up on each other right now. Couple of shots taken from Dubs. Seems very polite considering the last round. There's not a lot of aggression from either team. You got to think that nobody wants to be the one that loses it for their team. That they don't want to be the one eliminated to get their team losing that final point. 4 minutes remaining in the second round here. We have a good view of the map. Team Fire getting some control here. And we go over to JT, team captain on Team Ice. Got some crossfire going on over there between the right hand side. As you see on the left, Nicolas is just trying to sneak himself across here. Maybe get some crossfire, maybe get a sniper shot in on this guy over here. I believe that we're looking at Clarion over there, who did take a heavy hit there. That is very, very damaging. Gonna want to get that heal from JT as quick as possible. All healed up. And then we've got over Dubs in the corner, holding that position, trying to make sure that Nevem doesn't get anything. We got Nevem over here just taking shots over to the corner there, seemingly at no one for now. Just having fun shooting at whatever it is. I don't know. Nevem. Yeah, Nevem. We will see what happens with his corner shooting there. Perhaps he's just found a good spot where he can't get hit. Clarion needs that little bit of heal coming over towards JT. They're going to work together, get that heal together. And Dubs again just holding that position, battling it out between Nevem to hold that one tower. It seems that that might well go on for a long time over there. Battle in the middle. Clarion takes a hit again from Nevem. We'll go to JT and Nikolaus trying to battle it out over this side, the bottom side, the south side of your map. Again, neither team managing to get any kind of advantage so far. It's very, very tight in this one. We said before this started that it would be very close matchup. Both teams very close in the rankings so far. But I think this side over here is where things really need to start picking up. Nevem and Dubs really need to start doing something else, I would say. Holding a different position or pushing somewhere else for their team. It seems like there isn't going to be much gained from these corners. But we got Nicolas losing a bit of health. Going to get a heal over here from Giganati. And then we see him move on to the right side. Again, try and take out JT. JT there just jumping back, running away, as he always does. And we've got... getting to safety, and Clarion will come back, reserve, and wait until somebody gives a little bit of health. What do we need? We need... Oh, we've got some action over here. Giganati pushing forward a little bit. Not willing to go take the full risk and jump up to the blue side. We got Team Fire still jumping around the middle. 1 minute remaining, just over a minute remaining in this round. And no kills yet, either way. No eliminations. It's very, very close. Both teams very wary of losing a point. But Team Fire, as you see, have a very big portion of the map. Center position, getting very close. You can get some good angles from here. Let's see what they can get. They've got a good chance with Giganati and with Nikolaus moving together. But Nevem over there is still stuck with Dubs, just shooting into the crossfire and shielding away from everything. We have Clarion taking a heal back from JT. We got a lot of A lot of moving back and forward. A lot of assisting teammates. Nevem's about to drop. He's been staying there too long. People have caught him out. And he's just getting a heal from his comrade because that's all he can do at this point. Let's see if there's any more action, any more progression. It seems like this is going to be another tie. 2 seconds remaining. It is 0-0 between Team Ice, Team Fire. MOD versus Overkill. 2 tied games. Wow. Whoa. Very, very tight game. Very close. Tied. 2 ties. So, there will be 1 remaining match. And the winner of this will be the winner of the heat. MOD versus Overkill. Again, a scoreless draw. Very, very tight, very intense, very close matchup. Let's see if there's any change in the tactics from team captains to try and push some kind of strategy, perhaps diving on one side as a team instead of the balance they've had before. It'd be interesting to see what dynamics come up in this third and final round of our final heat for the evening in our quarterfinals of the Spring Mix Cup 2021. Thank you once again for joining us on Twitch.
The match starts in 5,
Let's
4,
go.
3, 2, 1, go.
We're going to follow Nevem. Let's see what their strategy is. See if they have the same play. We
to the
going see him going to that left place again. He's going to try and hold that position and just
team
keep
went
it
with
there. Again, met with dubs. These 2 players, I would imagine, probably not that experienced out of all of the others, but very reliable and very good at taking instruction, knowing what to do when their team needs it, it seems. But there is still a little bit of progress. Giganati trying to get through the middle there and trying to push on JT. Nikolaus. And we got JT taking some fire from the Nevem position on the right. Giganati just bouncing around the middle, trying to keep some positions, trying to gain some advantage for his team. Again, very, very tight. No positions been taken up. Nobody's taken a lot of damage yet. Claren and Dubs taking 1 or 2 hits, but nothing serious so far for them to worry about. Both teams super, super worried about trying to get that final point. Again, Nevem and Dubs just locked in this corner with Giganati trying to come over to assist in some way, give some heals, maybe get a different angle to be able to take out this Dubs. But it seems that Nevem's just going to stay over there, and Nicholas on the right, they're going to keep flanking, and we're going to get some great action coming up. 3 minutes remaining. Team Ice, Team Fire, deadlocked at 0-0. This is Team MOD and Overkill. And they are trying again to get out of this deadlock. Still nothing, no progress from either team. Let's see what they can make out of this coming forward. JT making a move on the right hand side. Getting a shot at Nevem. See if they can get a clear shot. Take him out. Really, I think it all comes down to this position top here. If this is taken out, then Team Ice can absolutely advance. If it's not, then they don't really get the freedom to play around here. It's always going to be Team Fire pushing them back from crossfires in that position. We go once again. Nevem is more than content to keep up that crossfire and prevent anybody from coming over there. He will sit there all day, get that boy a tent because he is camping out. Now we go to Giganate, who is trying again to progress in the midfield while Nikolaus on the right just holds position. Again, this seems to be Team Fire's strategy. Not necessarily to be aggressive and to score, but to not concede. And Clarion has gone. We have lost a player from Team Ice. Finally, some headway in this game. And it is Dubs and JT of Team Ice, all on their own, taking on 3 players. Let us see if they can conquer Team Fire after their fantastic defensive display so far. No room to move, not an inch for Team Ice to go anywhere. It seems like it's all going to be a Team Fire. JT is in trouble here. Dubs is in trouble. Bit of healing. And now the guys are going to move up on Team Fire, slowly advance those positions, change those towers to make them fire colored and cut off any escape. And there is JT, is all gone. It's 1 player versus 3. Team Ice, Dubs on his own, solo Dubs against the entire team. And Team Fire take it with 40 seconds remaining.
3, 2, 1, go.
35 seconds for Team Ice to get back in this and get some kind of result. It's 1 point to Team Fire, which means that Overkill, as of right now, will be going through and finishing as winners of this match. There are still Nevin gone from his camping spot. They've taken his tent and they've burned it. Now it's over to Clarion, Dubs and JT, and they are going to try and push and advance on Janate and Nikolaus now. Is there any chance? They are getting caved in, and it is over. 1-0 Team Fire. Team Overkill takes the victory. Absolutely incredible scenes, mad action, and very well done to both teams. Very, very tight game. Not an inch to move either side. Absolutely no way of calling it either way. Very well done defensively to Overkill, preventing MOD from getting through that line on the sides. And commiserations, unfortunately, to MOD, who didn't pick up the victory this time. Very, very interesting stuff. Well, thank you very, very much for joining us. We will have complete rundown of winners and finalists coming up after an ad break.
Three, two, one.
All right, welcome back to the stream. You're here with me, Ryan Prazer, and that was our last heat of the night where we saw Overkill take out MOD in the last round. 2 tied rounds, and then the last point, they come through with a 1-0 victory to eliminate MOD and go through to our semi-finals tomorrow. Tomorrow, it will be confirmed Rush Mid versus the Riot Taggers, and then our final winners Overkill against Pickpock tomorrow from 8 o'clock, same time, same place, same person hosting it with another great friend of mine, Chris. I will be meeting them and making them a friend, but who knows how it's going to go, who knows who's going to win. Please subscribe to our Twitch channel on YouTube, VR Play Park Prague, VR Nerds, and if you could, winners of our teams will be posting some videos, some comments about how it feels to be so damn good at Tower Tag VR. So stay tuned to that, and we will be getting to you with some more content soon. If there's any questions in the comments, please leave them for us. I will try to get answers for you. Apart from that, I would like to say thank you to all of our teams, all of our players, all of the people that were in the chat group talking along with us. Thank you to the people who have complimented me and Root for our performances. It was great fun for us to be here too. I'm looking forward to tomorrow and seeing who is going to win the final. I believe, though, if there is nothing else in the chat, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. My name is Ryan Prazer. This has been the Spring Mid Cup Finals, quarterfinals heat 2021. I've been Ryan Prazer. This is VR Play Park Prague, and that was our stream. Thank you very much.